frustration is a very good thing. Yep, I said it. Frustration is not a sign that things are terrible. Frustration is a sign that you're growing. It just means you've outgrown some aspect of your life. And you're not meant to stay in a place or a situation or in a system that no longer suits you. That's why you're frustrated. Anytime you feel frustrated with your health or work or school or money or with any relationship, that frustration that you're feeling is good. You're not going to stay stuck there. You only have frustration because you've outgrown something. That's it. So stop making it so personal. Stop telling yourself you're broken. You're not broken. You've just outgrown something. And when you make frustration personal, like something's wrong, no, something's got to change. Stop aiming it at yourself. Frustration is just a signal that something isn't working. Recognizing frustration as a sign of growth allows you to step back, allows you to be strategic instead of emotional. It allows you to solve a problem.
Yo, what up, YouTube? Welcome to Sinn-Take, man. My name is Sin, coming back with another one, man. Listen, I had to show y'all that message from Mel Robbins real quick. Shout out to Mel Robbins. Go follow her on Instagram. Go follow her on YouTube. Go follow her on TikTok. You know what I mean? I've been on my Mel Robbins, binge. You know what I'm saying? Because she always dropping gems. So, why not listen to positive things, you know what I'm saying, that could get your mind right, and that's exactly why I wanted y'all to see that message as well, because at the end of the day, frustration is indication. And when I heard that message, she described what I was going through before I came to this journey. She described what I was going through before I drew closer to the Most High. You know what I'm saying? And you gonna feel that, when you need to do something with your life, when you need to do more, you know what I'm saying? When it's time for you to elevate, it's gonna be a lot of things going on, and you just gonna start feeling a certain type of way. Sometimes irritability can take place, along with that frustration. Sometimes low energy could take place, along with that frustration, because, you're around things that's just draining you, making you tired. Staying in the same loop and doing the same things is just draining you, making you tired. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, it's like, you begin to get frustrated, not only with yourself, but just your surroundings. It could be the relationship, just like she said, a relationship that you in. It could be something at your job. It could just be, some of your habits. You know what I mean? You ever just did something like, fapping or something like that, and then you just was, you was preparing to do it like it was just something that was just like you don't even want to do it. It's people that smoke and drink like that too. I remember when I drink or I go to the liquor store and I just have an attitude about it, because I didn't even really want to do it, because I knew I was killing myself. You know what I'm saying? I knew I was better than that. You know what I'm saying? I knew that I had more purpose. There was more purpose to my life. And that's what a lot of y'all going through. Not saying y'all doing those same things, but deep down inside that there's more to life than what you've been presented. You know what I'm saying? There's more to you than what you've been doing in your behavior, your habits. You know what I'm saying? So, when you start to get frustrated and feel anger towards something, it's not a bad thing or a reason for you to lash out or, walk around being negative and, taking that out on other folks. No. One thing we learned here is to look at ourselves. You know what I'm saying? We learned to look at ourselves. So we gonna look at ourselves before we go pointing the finger and start blaming everybody else. You know what I mean? So you gonna have to follow your intuition on that, where like, okay, why do I feel like this? You know what I mean? What changes need to be made? But the first step always start with you. So just know that that's just the indication of it. Sometimes it's an indication that you may need time apart away from something or somebody. You know what I mean? It's time, like we say all the time, like it's really time to lock in. You know what I'm saying? To lock in on your goals, lock in with the Most High. You know what I mean? Lock in with the Hamashiach and start figuring things out in your life and what can make you a better person. You know what I'm saying? And get out of your flesh, bro. Because when you in your flesh constantly on the daily and you not feeding your spirit, that will lead you to frustration too. That's why I got tired of doing the things. I got tired of fapping. I got tired of drinking. I got tired of doing drugs. I got tired of, fighting these battles within myself, fighting them demons and all of that, bro. You know what I'm saying? And when you get tired of that, you get upset. You get frustrated. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's going to, lead you to like really just start to examining yourself, bro. That's what's going to lead you to examining, yourself, who you are, your purpose, and all of those things. I went through it all, but I'm glad I did. I didn't allow that to pull me deeper in darkness, because I was already in darkness. Like, why would I just give in to this? But a lot of people do. A lot of people do just give in to the, frustration and what they're going to. And instead of like digging deeper into figuring out why, they dig deeper into darkness. They dig deeper into their flesh. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people just look at that as a way out. So they just keep feeding it. They just keep feeding it. And that's why, that's so demonic. That's why, that goes against the laws of the Most High. You know what I'm saying? You feeding your flesh, you feeding the world, you feeding everything else but the spirit. You feeding everything else but your mind, the right things. You know what I'm saying? You feeding everything else, except positivity. You know what I'm saying? And that's what goes behind being toxic, bro. You know what I mean? Toxic, a lot of people use it like, oh, it's just a term to just toss around. Oh, this toxic, that's toxic, this toxic, she toxic, he toxic. No, bro, it's a real deeper meaning than just somebody just saying that. Like, literally, it'd be people that's like literally toxic. Their blood is toxic, their way of thinking is toxic, their attitude is toxic. You know what I'm saying? Their mind is toxic. Everything about them. And that's because of what they taking in. You know what I'm saying? That's because of their bad habits. So like literally, like inside of them are toxic, and it comes out, it spews out. It spews out in the way that you talk. It spews out in the way that you treat people. It spews out in your relationship. It spews out with how you treat yourself. You know what I'm saying? So, no matter what, no matter how much you try to hide it, bruh, it's gonna be seen. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be seen. It's gonna be felt. Somebody's gonna get hurt besides you, because hurt people hurt people. So why let it get to that point? Why not try to really fix it? Now is the time, to really dig deep, though. You know what I'm saying? Like I told y'all last week, bro, like we'd be crazy to still just be surface thinkers. You know what I'm saying? Just, you just think about everything just on the surface of it. You're not even going to try to think a little bit deeper. Instead, people that think they know it all, they quick to cut things off. They quick to reject knowledge. You know what I mean? They quick to reject knowledge. So when you reject knowledge, then you are destroyed. Hosea 4:6. What do Hosea 4:6 say? Hosea 4:6 in the Bible say, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. You know what I'm saying? They are destroyed for lack of knowledge. And that's what we see going on with a lot of people, because they reject it so much. They're not willing to listen to nobody else. They don't want to hear out the Most High. They don't want to hear nothing from nobody, because they know it all, and they quick to reject it. And then they destroying themselves internally. They destroying their spirit. You know what I'm saying? They destroying their health, because they just want to eat what they want to eat. They want to do what they want to do. They want to live how they want to live. And then when everything hit the fan, then they want to go cry to the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Then they want to call on the Most High. And then it just don't work like that. You did what you wanted to do, so you got to suffer the consequences of that. You know what I mean? Just like we did. I had to suffer the consequences for how I was living. So guess what? I was laid up into that hospital in pain. 4 times. Not 1 time, not 2 times, not 3 times, but 4 times. You know what I'm saying? Which all could have been deadly. So it's just like, bruh, you know, how many times you gonna keep doing the same thing, you know, until you wake up? You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, bruh, like we just can't be on that these days. We gotta be really like open books. Nobody know it all, bro. You know what I'm saying? And if you walking around thinking that you know it all, can't nobody tell you nothing, can't nobody correct you, then listen, bruh, you know, you're not going nowhere fast. You know, you're not gonna be going nowhere fast. You gonna do, and if you do, you're gonna be destroying yourself in the process. You know, so, you know, understand what's going on. Like, yo, that frustration that you feel, though, don't look at that as a bad thing, a terrible thing, like you a terrible person, like your world is over, your relationship over, and this and that. Nah, bro. It's just, it just tells you, just like she said, it's just changes that need to be made in your life. So it's time for you to just settle down. It's time for you to get away from the chaos, the loud noise. It's time for you to cut out all of the distractions and get to work so you can have time to like really like focus, bro. You know what I'm saying? You got to get away. You got to get away from all of the nonsense, because when you do, then you will have a form of quiet and peace to where you can focus, to where you can figure things out. But if you just try to cover it up with the things of this world that's set up for you to lose and destroy yourself already, then guess what? That's what you're going to do. You know what I'm saying? That's why you got to really cut off the flesh. That's why you got to cut out all of this BS that you know is poison. You got to cut all of that out, because when you cut all of that out and, you know, you start fasting, you know what I mean? You know, you start feeding your spirit. You know, you start reading more. You know, you be open, you know what I'm saying, for conversation and good energy and, you know, learning and knowledge and all that stuff. Then that's when you're going to really start to see a big change in yourself. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm so glad that I picked up that call. A lot of y'all on this journey, y'all don't even know. Y'all picked up that call too. You know what I'm saying? The Most High called you to this so you could get that lust out of your eyes, so you could stop doing what you're doing, so you could draw closer to Him. And that doesn't mean like, oh, that everybody just into the book and getting, you know what I'm saying, and doing all this yet. But eventually, I hope that y'all work y'all way to it. You know what I'm saying? There's levels to all of that. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, the Most High sent this journey for you to clear out all of the nonsense and get your mind back right, you know, because the Most High know that, you know, a lot of this stuff out here is demonic, and, you know that we allowed this programming to manipulate us and mess up them wires up there. So before we could really learn, we got to get all of that data and all of that BS out of our system, you know, because if we still doing the same stuff that we've been doing, there's no way that we gonna hearken to the knowledge and the wisdom that we get from the word. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's what I mean by is levels to it. So, you know, don't start feeling down or feeling sorry for yourself or none of that. Don't take it out on nobody else or nothing, because it ain't gonna help. It ain't gonna make you feel better taking it out on other people and pointing the blame at this and that. No, bro, it's just time for you to really hunker down, look in that mirror and really get your spirit right. You know what I'm saying? And so you can have some peace, and, you know, you can get on the path that you're supposed to be on. So you could get in that lane that was meant for you. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's where we want to be. We want to be in our lane. We don't want to be in nobody else's lane. You know what I'm saying? Because your lane is unique to you. You are very unique. You know what I mean? There's not another me. There's not another you, which makes you unique. And there's definitely a lane for you to where you can succeed and you can excel in. You know what I'm saying? And nothing or nobody can stop it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's where the Most High wanted you to be. So it's important for you to find that. You know, we talk about purpose. It's important for you to find that. You know, because when you find that purpose, bruh, listen, bruh, telling you, man, it's gonna open up all types of doors for you. You know, doors you wouldn't even imagine. The Most High gonna be right there opening them doors for you, sending blessings your way. You gonna start picking up on a lot of things that you wouldn't before. You know what I'm saying? And you gonna know, like, oh, the Most High talking to me, he hollering at me. You know what I'm saying? So you gonna be getting correction. You know what I mean? You're gonna be getting chastised for certain things. All of it to just straighten you out. You know what I'm saying? But we gotta dump this nonsense that we done let take over us for so long. You know, and that's gonna come along. That the things that get dumped, trust me, bro. Don't even take it personal, but the Most High, listen, he will clear everything out of your life that don't belong there. You know what I'm saying? So if it's people that gotta get away from you, if it's activities that gotta get away from you, bad habits that gotta get away from you, then guess what? It's going. It's gonna be on its way out. So don't be crying and acting like, oh, your world. And no, it happened for a reason. The Most High. Not saying that anybody gonna pass away and then, like, I ain't saying that he gonna, destroy nobody. I'm just saying, though, it's gonna be reasons for why things happen. And why, the Most High is gonna create a space for you. So a lot of times that happens just in your new way of thinking. Sometimes when you get on the path, a lot of times, not sometimes, when you get on the path of righteousness and people not on that, they gonna go theyself. You know what I'm saying? They gonna step away they gonna be running away. They gonna scatter like roaches because there's gonna be a certain light about you. You know what I'm saying? And we know what insects and roaches do when the light shine on them. They go away. They go dash back to the darkness. So that's what the Most High does to your life, bruh. This inner light that's inside of you, because the Most High is in us, that inner light start to shine. So your new attitude, how positive you are, how focused you are, how locked in you are, listen, bro, that's going to be your light. The fruits that you will show in your patience, in your forgiveness, you know what I'm saying? Your humility, your humbleness, all of these things is going to bring a different type of light to you. And everything that's dark that was around you is going to go. So you got to let that happen. You know what I mean? But that's my word, man. My name is Sinn, the Sinn-Take. Holla at y'all later, man. Peace.